Hello and welcome back to my channel, Value Investment with Manan Shroff. Today we going to talk about Costco. Costco is today is the August 18. Costco is trading around $561. If this price is Costco, good buy. We will look into it. But before we proceed further, this is just a disclaimer for the channel. Okay, so coming back to the Costco, you know that major of my decision, I try to do it within 5-10 minutes, and I try to keep the investment as simple as possible. If you try to do, you don't need a lot of complex mechanism to determine the price. And if you use a lot of variables, then it wouldn't serve the purpose of investment, because too many variables may confuse you and you probably miss the opportunity or sell your stock early. So I try to do all my investment with a very simple format, which again, I said that anybody can, whoever can do the 5th grade math can do the calculation and can save him or her from a lot of trouble by not following the valuation. So when we come back to the Costco is right now trading at $561. We're going to see the qualitative and quantitative analysis. The qualitative analysis, I don't have to explain you what is Costco. Everybody knows. They have the major brand, Kirkland. Their major brand, Kirkland, is doing very good. And Costco itself is doing great. Even Amazon could not touch it. So there is no doubt there is a dominating position Costco has, and we have to keep that things in the mind when we determine its price. And because many times, most retailers, when I evaluate, they usually have the PE between 18 and 25. But Costco is different. Costco is much more powerful than Walmart or any other retailer. So Costco calculation is little bit different, because of its dominating position on the market. So as usual, we first go to the Costco and we see that its price is $561. So I would just go to the statistic. You can see here, the trailing PE is about 44, which is a very high end. What I would like trailing PE is somewhere around 30. If I want to enter into the Costco with a good price, which makes more money for me on long term, I have to wait for Costco. I cannot move right now, because if I move right now, my investment not going to be extraordinary. It's going to be very usual investment, and return will also get affected because I'm paying too much price. So the forward PE is also 40. It's still in the high range. I would prefer Costco between 25 to 30 PE. You can also see here that enterprise value to revenue is good, but enterprise value to EBITDA is very high. And the reason enterprise value to revenue ratio is only 1, because the Costco's profit margin is very, very slim, 2.5%, 2.6%. So Costco does lots of transaction, but with the thin profit margin. And that is the reason why their enterprise value to revenue is almost equal. but EBITDA is 25 times. Revenue is 217.54 billion, which is excellent. Total cash is 11.83 billion and debt is only 9 billion. I mean, this is very, very good finance managed company. I haven't seen any retailer that have the net cash balance. So here, Costco doesn't have any debt. They have around 12 billion cash and 9 billion debt. So the net cash balance approximately is 3 billion. So on that side, Costco is meeting our all expectation, my expectation. I just have to look into the price side, how much I can pay for Costco right now on August 18. What would be the good price? So usually I go to the fast graph. I have this subscription. So it just tell me last average 10 years PE ratio. So if you look at here, the normal PE ratio for Costco is 26 times. Costco is right now trading around 44 times. Okay, so please remember the normal PE ratio is around 26. I confirmed that normal PE ratio by going into the research report. If you see this research report, if you use any brokerage, many brokerage provide you the research report for the company, and it's free of charge. You can download it and you can see it. But what I try to look here is P ratio low. Okay, so now if you look here, Costco's last 10-year PE ratio is in mid-20s. And Costco's high PE ratio is ranging from 25 to 41. But we are interested in low PE because we want to buy stock as a bargain and we don't want to pay overprice. So the one thing is confirmed that if I put all the factors together, average PE is around 26, PE ratio low for last 10 years in mid-20s. I would absolutely love this company to buy around 25 times. So 25 times would be the exceptional purchase for this company. And if you look at here, you can go for the forward PE for the next year because it's almost these 8 months has been passed in year 2022. So you can go and look for the next year earning, which is 2023. Costco is going to make $14.54. And I don't want to pay more than 25 times. So it comes down to $363.50. So this is the first price, $363.50. Okay, if I have a money and money is not doing anything, I will probably go up to 30 times PE for Costco, not more than that. Because if you go more, if you go up or if you go more than 30 times, then your return will be suffered. So in that case also, 14.54 multiplied by 30, I would not buy the Costco unless it's trading around $430, $436 or below. Because, and you can see clearly that Costco is trading right now at $561. That is kind of overvalue. It's overvalued by 28 or 29% for me. So this is my thought. I've been doing this investment since 2009. I have done lot of trading, and mainly I try to do for the long term, where I have made a lot of money. So what I will do in the case of Costco right now, I will patiently wait for price to drop. If it doesn't drop, I don't know when will it drop, but I have to be ready whenever it drops. It can be 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, or even it doesn't drop. But if you buy right now, by thinking that Costco is a very good company, which it is, your investment going to be okay, but it's not going to be extraordinary return, and you won't be able to beat index. So with that said, I would hold on Costco. I would not initiate new position right now, unless it dropped down to $436, which excuse me, which it did. If you see the 52-week range, it was one time in very good position to purchase $406. And we can see it here in 1 year. So I think on the May 20, just 3 months ago, it touches $416. So as I always say, that company always come back. Don't get excited or get overexcited that you want to add the position today, and you cannot live without that position. You should patiently wait for price to come down to your level, what you have determined, rather than purchasing at high price. So with that, I'm going to conclude my presentation. Thank you for listening. If you like my channel, please subscribe. That would help us. I'm going to put more videos. Today, I put some videos about Costco because one of the group member asked me about is it a good price to initiate position in Costco? I hope you have learned something, and probably this will help you to evaluate other companies. With that, thank you and goodbye.